Thank you, respected Chairman. My esteemed shareholders, Reliance's exploration and production business is a strategic cornerstone of India's energy security. Our KG-D6 and CBM fields together constitute one of India's most productive natural gas platforms. When the West Asian conflict disrupted LNG supplies, Reliance swiftly redirected its domestic gas to priority sectors such as city gas distribution, fertilizers, and power generation. When the nation needed it most, Reliance delivered. This business reported revenue of 23,861 crore and an EBITDA of 19,050 crore for the year 26. Friends, our KG Basin fields performed in line with expectations. Gas production was nearly 26 MMSCMD, which is about 30% of India's natural gas production. Further, oil production was about 18,000 barrels of oil per day. We are executing a targeted well intervention program to sustain plateau production through the year 27 and beyond. On CBM, I am pleased to report impressive momentum due to the successful implementation of multilateral wells, the first of its kind in India. Our second campaign is on schedule with 23 of 40 multilateral wells completed and production momentum is building. Given E&P's vital role in India's energy independence, Reliance will continue to actively pursue new opportunities in this sector. We are building not just for today's energy needs, but for India's energy future. Dear shareholders, let me now speak about our oil to chemicals business. Every business aspires to one quality above all else: the ability to stay strong when the external environment turns volatile. In the year 26, our oil to chemicals business demonstrated that quality not in theory but in practice, under perhaps the most extreme conditions. Revenue for the year grew 5.7% to 6,62,401 crore. EBITDA grew 10.1% to 60,546 crore. Friends, let me take you back to March 2026, when the Strait of Hormuz was disrupted. Crude and product markets witnessed extraordinary volatility during the period. Yet, our diversified sourcing and agile logistics sustained operations, helping us maintain near full refinery throughput in the fourth quarter. However, the conflict impacted margins as physical barrels commanded a premium, freight rates jumped, and insurance costs surged. We increased LPG supply fourfold to help the nation tide over the import disruption. This is the structural advantage of building the world's most integrated, most flexible, most resilient refining and chemicals complex. The decades of investment in feedstock diversity, gasifier infrastructure, and operational excellence delivered when it mattered the most. The first phase of our 40 gigawatt-hour annual BESS and cell gigafactory is on track to be commissioned this year. All the equipment has already been delivered at the site, and we have now committed to scale this up to 120 gigawatt-hour of annual capacity. When commissioned, this will make Reliance one of the world's largest manufacturers of lithium iron phosphate batteries. Let me put that in perspective. In a world where supply chains are being contested and access to technology is being weaponized, building world-scale battery manufacturing capacity in India is not merely a business decision. It is a strategic imperative for national resilience. This is the holy grail of affordable, sustainable, and self-sufficient round-the-clock RTC power, and Reliance is making it real. Dear shareholders, let me now turn to where this ecosystem comes together. In the arid Kutch region, where we are developing a renewable energy hub across 550,000 acres, this hub is being built to deliver round-the-clock power at gigawatt scale, combining solar and battery storage systems, in a single unique integrated architecture. This platform will become one of the lowest cost resources of round the clock green power anywhere in the world. Once fully operationalized, the integrated hub will generate over 40 billion units of green electricity every year, which is approximately 3% of India's annual electricity requirement. The dedicated Kutch to Jamnagar transmission corridor is under construction with EPC contracts awarded. Our peak installation rate target is 55 megawatt peak of solar modules and 150 megawatt hour of battery containers per day. I want you to pause and absorb that number. 55 megawatt peak of solar installations per day, 150 megawatt hour of storage per day. This is not just any project. We are gearing up for a world-scale deployment of clean energy infrastructure at a pace the world has never seen before. Dear shareholders, green electricity is the foundation, but green molecules are the transformation. Our green chemicals program is advancing on plan. We are on track to commission our alkaline electrolyzer manufacturing gigafactory. We will unlock 4 powerful monetization streams through green molecules. 1. Green urea, strengthening India's food security. 2. Urea ammonium nitrate, UAN, for our fertilizer needs. 3. Green ammonia for co-firing in power generation, displacing fossil fuel emissions in India and export markets. And 4. Biomethanol, a clean transport fuel and chemical feedstock with sustainable aviation fuel applications and with a growing global demand. I am proud to announce that Reliance has signed a landmark US agreement with Samsung C&T for green ammonia, which is among the largest green ammonia offtake contracts in the world. This validates the commercial competitiveness of our green hydrogen platform. We are in advanced discussions for more such exports to Japan, Korea, and Europe with long-term offtake commitments. Our target of 3 million metric tons of green hydrogen equivalent green chemicals capacity in the next 10 years remain firmly in our sight. Friends, step back for a moment. Consider what we are truly building here. The world's first fully sovereign clean energy ecosystem. Sunlight converted directly into electricity and green molecules. No imported fuel, no foreign technology, no exposure to the disruptions that have shaken the world this past year. Few enterprises globally are attempting this level of integration and scale. This is not merely a business. This is Reliance's most enduring strategic asset, both for our nation and for the world. Dear shareholders, building this ecosystem from scratch in India with indigenized technology has been harder and more complex than any roadmap could fully anticipate. We own that, but the foundation is now built. Commercial revenues from solar modules start rolling in this year. The battery factory commissions this year, and the Samsung C&T agreement is not a promise. It is a signed contract. From the year 27 onward, new energy will begin contributing meaningfully to Reliance's financial performance. We ask for your continued trust, and we intend to earn it quarter by quarter. Dear shareholders, Reliance now contributes over 40% of India's entire compressed biogas production. We are on track for 55 plants producing approximately 1,100 tons per day by the end of year 27. Over the next 5 years, we target to establish integrated CBG hubs to achieve 1 million tons of annual CBG capacity. Friends, we are also advancing our work in underground coal gasification, UCG, which will convert India's uneconomic and low-quality coal reserves into clean syngas, thereby substituting imported LNG and directly adding to our low-carbon energy pool. Dear shareholders, before I close, I want to leave you with one number, a number that to me defines what this new energy mission is truly about. 200,000. That is the number of green jobs we expect to create through the Giga Complex and the Kutch Solar Farm combined. 200,000 Indians, engineers, technicians, operators, construction workers, farmers, and entrepreneurs, whose livelihoods will be built on clean energy. The clean energy transition will be an engine of inclusive prosperity. It will create jobs, reduce import dependence, boost exports, lower energy costs for every Indian home and every Indian factory, and fulfill our obligation to save Bhumata, Mother Earth, from the climate crisis. The world built its old energy on Middle Eastern oil. The world will now build its new energy on Indian sunshine. Friends, for me, the new energy business is a third generation business at Reliance, which we are building with the purpose and passion of first generation. It is our generation's contribution to India's energy story and our promise to every shareholder, every employee, every farmer, and every citizen who depends on our motherland's energy future. My beloved grandfather and father proved that Indians can build the impossible. We are proving it again, and this time the whole world is watching. Let me end by proclaiming the motto of our new energy business. Harit Urja, Harit Vikas, Harit Bharat, Sarvashresht Bharat. Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Hind.